Anyone else? Seeing none. Ms. Lemmy, do you have any closing comments for us?
I do not, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, do you have any closing comments?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Any closing comments from the commission?
No, I just want to acknowledge, I think the new mayor of Trotwood, I think I saw him walk in back there, Don McClaren. Why don't you stand up so folks can see you?
Any other comments? I have a couple closing comments. Obviously, a couple about the ordinance that's proposed. There's been a lot of talk tonight about issues of Christian values, but I think even beyond that, everyone should be concerned. This is an ordinance that has no exceptions, none. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter what your practice is. This applies to you. It applies to you not just in your workplace. It applies at schools and daycare centers and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and all associations. There are no exceptions whatsoever. So as you're looking at this and you're thinking of whether or not you should call City Hall or you should come down here, my recommendation to you would be you should. Because there isn't a place that isn't touched by this. This is the entire city. There are no exceptions. Now, contrary to what the newspaper said, there have been lots of calls to City Hall, and staff today has told me that they've been overwhelmingly against not running 50-50. It is important for people to know that with respect to the city itself, that's action by the city government, there already is in place a sexual orientation policy that the city not discriminate based on sexual orientation. This is an attempt to apply to everyone else. Everyone has talked about a little bit about how this was done and how quickly it was put upon us and how quickly, how little notice everyone had. Well, there's one other thing that's a little bit unfair about all this. And I'm kind of saddened that I'm the one that gets to make the announcement of this, but the entire commission has known this and they voted a couple weeks ago. And so anybody introducing an ordinance today would know this. And that is at the next city commission meeting, which is December 22nd, is at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. We alternate our meetings, morning, evening, morning, evening, morning, evening. So if this ordinance had been read for the first time this evening, it would have been put to a vote in the morning when perhaps a lot of you were at work and have an inability to come and speak. But what's really unfortunate is that since it's the holidays, the commission had voted previously to change the December 29th meeting, so it's also in the morning. I've asked this ordinance to be held, and that means that it will have its first reading on December 22nd, and it will go before a vote before this commission on December 29th, and that will be at 8:30 a.m. in the morning when most people are at work. I hope everybody marks their calendars, and I appreciate everybody's civil comments tonight. I think this has been, for a very tough issue for our entire community, one where everyone has been very civil and everyone has been very respectful of each other, and I think that's very important. And with that, unless there's any other comments from the commission, we'll be adjourned.